So you have a company pension. They give you tons of information and you have to figure it out. What if you have investments already? Which is better? Do you start using the pension more, or do you just ignore it? I'm Mason Leet, financial planner with Martin Christopher, and today we've been asked the question, I have a pension at work. How do I best use it? First off, not all pensions are created equal. But let me get this clear right away. If you haven't started saving for retirement or don't have a financial advisor already, I think it's safe to say you should be taking the pension. I say this because I usually compare options to pick the best one. However, if you haven't gotten started with anything, then at least get started, even if the pension isn't that great. When you first get started and access to the pension, they'll usually give you tons of information, and if not, ask for it. You should get a PDF copy or paper in the mail that you can then take a look at, and most of it will be advertising, but within that will contain the details that you're looking for. For your own pension, I suggest that you grab that information and have it handy to reference throughout this video. Or if you don't have a pension currently and you're here to learn, then just sit tight because we're about to get into the details. The first pension is called a defined benefit pension plan. People tend to like this because it's a guaranteed set amount where based on the number of years you worked, you're developing your pension so that when you retire, you get paid the same amount each year. This type of pension is becoming less and less common over time. They're great because they're easy to understand and they give peace of mind knowing what to expect. If you're about to retire and you have one of these already, you should speak with your financial advisor because there's a few tricks and options that you might not know about with this pension. If you just got the option to enter this pension, my verdict is that it's very likely that you're going to want to take it. For most people, your pension will be the type called a defined contribution pension plan, or perhaps a group RRSP. These pensions allow you to invest from a select set of options on your own that you have to choose. The bonus with these types of pensions is that the company usually matches what you put in by some factor. So for example, if you put in $1 into the pension plan, the company might put in 50 cents, and that is essentially your investments for your retirement. Now the amount depends on the pension. Look at your details if you have the forms in front of you. They might match dollar for dollar, they might match 50 cents for each dollar, or they might not even contribute at all. The other key detail is the maximum amount that the company is willing to match. So for example, they might say they match your contributions dollar for dollar up to 2% of your salary. So if you make $1,000 a week, you can save $20 and the company will also put in $20 together into that account that is now yours. My verdict here is pretty simple. If they match any amount, it's free money, so I would take the pension. If they don't, then I probably wouldn't because there are better options out there for investing, which I will get to. Now there are slight differences from company to company. However, these pensions tend to fall into one of two categories. First is a registered pension plan or locked-in plans. These you cannot change the investments or the plan provider unless you leave the company. You also cannot take money out of the plan before retirement with some rare exceptions. For investing, you choose from one of the limited options that they give you, and that's about all you can do. Now, the options are not usually too bad, but they're not the best ones out there either. Second is the group RRSP, and this one tends to have more flexibility. If you have investments already and a personal financial planner, you can likely take this pension and move it with your other plan to then customize your investments based on your needs, depending on the advisor. Now those were the details. I left out some things for brevity, and if any of it went over your head, that's okay. We can sum up the details with this. If the company doesn't match or contribute to the pension on their own, and it's just you, then it's basically the same as a personal RRSP. The difference is there's more restrictions with how you invest the money, and you don't have a personal financial advisor. If the company does match or put in their own money, then I would take it. Even if the investment options are limited or aren't ideal, you're still getting free money from the company. Now in an ideal world, what you do is you have the pension that the company matches and puts money into, so you contribute there, but then you also have the money invested with a personal financial plan and with your financial advisor. So the way I usually handle this is I have a group of clients that are in this situation, and what they do is they put money into the pension plan, having the company put money in as well, and then each year, or as often as we can, we move money from the pension plan to their personal investment plan. That way, we have it invested, making the most money for them, and they're taking out all the benefits that they can from the pension. I hope I added enough effects and memes to keep your attention through this more nuanced topic. Now, the other thing you can do, and it never hurts, is you can take your pension package to your advisor and ask them directly about your own situation. If you still have questions for your own pension, then feel free to contact me in one of the links in the description below, and I should be able to help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.